Alright, so today we're going to be testing out this little board that I made recently. This has RGB out, sync out, which is this cable right here, composite out, and audio out. So I did a headphone jack to this thing. Here's what it is. Here's what it looks like in the background. Sure as heck ain't pretty, but I'd say it did a pretty darn good job. Over to the left, that's a sync, that's a gray wire, 470 ohms resistor, 220 microfarad, 6.3 volt capacitor. There's a ground wire. Also, you have the same thing. Well, these are the 75 ohm resistors, same capacitors for the green, for the YPB, PR, or green, blue, and red, because I like to, so that way I don't have to like my twisted darn cables around. Then there's the composite and then there's the audio in. And I bridged the connections, so that way we have like a pretty darn good contact. So connect to over here, for example. And then these are the headphone jacks. I was actually quite surprised that those things would actually fit right inside the PCB board. I was about to use these RCA jacks, but the contact point for that is a little too big for it. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Be doing 2 video tests. This one's going to be composite. You can see the rainbow effects. And now let's go to component, which I believe was number 7 on this one. Granted, it does not look pretty, but picture sure is a lot sharper. Yeah, that is all there is to it. I've set to 4:3 aspect ratio on this device. That is the DVDO Edge. And there is the title screen. Actually looks pretty darn good. Yeah, it's actually quite surprising. There we go. Now you can see the picture is really nice and sharp. All for the cost of like a little over $30 with the RCA jacks. I'll be using those in the future. Might convert this into RGB pretty soon. And of course the BNC in my video in is broken on it, so I have to replay that sometime. And yeah, that's all there is to it. It took like 3 of these darn things to actually solder correctly. Because every single time I tried to solder it, it would push the pin right. And the green pin was actually wobbling, but at least I got it fit in here. So yeah, this was actually a pretty damn fun project. A pretty darn good fun project. I'm actually thinking about making one for Super Nintendo. There I have red, green, blue, and a composite sync, as well as stereo out. I believe I just only need the capacitors, just only for the RGB lines, because I think the Super Nintendo, the NTSC version doesn't require the capacitors. The resistors. But I know the PAL version does. So if you want the full schematic, I'll be drawing another one that actually looks a lot cleaner. Because I'm not really good at drawing. Yeah, that is the cable management. I know it's pretty risky. I just wrap some electrical tape around it and go and get some plastic stained up so I can put it like right in those 4 spots that are in the corners there, and then make a little case for it. Quite surprisingly, this project actually came out pretty darn good. I was not expecting a really good picture, but well, I was not expecting for it to work because my soldering skills are crap. But when I looked at the board, I'm like, actually not bad. There's a long ground wire on there that I put in here so that we really have contact on all of those. The audio, video, the whole shenanigans. I'm actually really darn surprised.